All right, so today's topic is solving equations review. We have a warm-up. You can try using your calculator, see if you can get the answer before me. So here we go. So on this equation, you start on the right side there. We need to use the distributive property here. And we're going to do 7 times -1 is -7. And then 7 times 2v is going to be 14v. And then we still have that plus 2. So then you have to combine like terms. So on the right side, you have a -7 plus 2. So let's go to the next step. -7 plus 2 is -5 plus 14b. Now it's a two-step equation. We need to isolate the variable, which is v. So we need to get rid of this minus our -5. So we're going to add 5 to both sides. And 51 plus 5 is 56. And the 5's cancel on the right. So we have 14b. And then we're going to divide by 14 on both sides. And b is equal to 4. If you have questions, just let me know. All right, so what this lesson covers, essential question, how do you model and solve equations? Today I am modeling and solving one variable equations with variables on both sides so that I can use the correct steps to solve for the variable. I'll know I got it if I can assess the problem correctly to solve for the variable. All right, just a reminder here, you've got the equations must do. You distribute the distributive property first. You combine like terms. Isolate that variable, use the inverse operation, and make sure you always balance that equation. What you do to one side, you have to do to the other. Okay, so calculator race, here we go again. So obviously you can't give me a green check from the recording, but we have this very long equation. This is just 73 on this side. I want you to try to use the calculator, see if you can beat me with the answer. Remember, we're just going to put y equals 73 for the first part, and then y equals then all of this for the second part. Okay, so here we go. So go ahead, let's talk through the steps. We have this first part, -6 times k minus 7. So you need to multiply the -6 times k, which is -6k. And then we have -6 times -7. So it's a negative times a negative. That's going to be a positive 42. So plus 42. Then we have the next set of parentheses. We have to do distributive property again. 6 times k is 6k. Well, this is going to be interesting. And then 6 times 5 is 30. We're going to combine like terms. So we have -6 plus +6. Y'all, that's 0. Those cancel out. So then I'm going to combine the 42 and the 30, and I get 72. Well, that is not true. 73 does not equal 72. So this actually has no solution. So something new here. Hopefully you caught that with the calculator. If not, look at my steps on the board and make sure you understand why there's no solution to this. I shouldn't have put the S. There's just no solution to this equation. So when these variables are canceled out and you get this, 73 does not equal 72, so that's no solution. Okay, let's try this one. We're going to do distributive property again. And so we have -6 times 3 is -18. And then -6 times this -3a. Negative times a negative is positive, so plus 18a. And then this minus sign goes with that, so -8 times 6a is going to be a negative 48a, and then negative 8 times the positive 5 is going to be a negative 40, so minus 40. Ooh, tough one here. Okay, so then we're going to combine like terms. A positive 18 and negative 48 is going to be a negative 30a. It's going to do this one step at a time. Okay, then I'm going to combine these negative 18 and negative 40, and that's negative 58. That's a terrible A there, sorry about that. Now it's a two-step equation. So we're going to add 58 to both sides, and you get negative 30a, and this added together is 90. Divide by negative 30, and a positive divided by negative is going to be a negative. 90 divided by negative 30 is negative 3. Pause that if you need to review it. So how do we do this one? Now, let's go ahead. I want you to just look at the steps, take notes. We have, this shows division. The opposite is to multiply. So we're going to multiply both sides by 3. The 3's cancel here because this is like 3 over 1. So we're left with x plus 2, and then 4 times 3 is 12. And then minus 2 on both sides. X is equal to 12 minus 2 is 10. All right, so I want to just make sure we understand the calculator part. So let me go ahead and switch over to the calculator. We have x plus 2 over 3. So remember, we're going to put y equals. And we're going to have to go ahead and put the fraction because we need to make sure the x plus 2, the whole part of that goes on top. And then 3. And then the other part of it, we need to put y equals 4. Okay, so now we can scroll this over. And it's right there. So it says 10. Is that what we got? Let me look. Yes, that's what we got. Okay, second guessing myself. There we go. Y'all see that? 10 is the answer. So that's just using the calculator. All right, let's use the calculator for this one. So I'm going to clear out the 2 that we have in there. Just going to write this down. And sometimes it's easier just so you write it down so you don't have to toggle back and forth. So you can see what needs to go in for each equation for the y equals. Okay, so we have this is the left side. This is the right. Okay, so let's see what that looks like. So we're going to have y equals, now remember we're going to put that divide sign so then we can put the x plus 7 on the top, and then we need 6. Okay, so then we have to space away because we still need to add 1/2 to that. There's our first one. Make sure it looks just like that. The next one, you're going to push the division sign first, so then we can put x minus 2 and then 4 on the bottom. Okay, so it looks like we need to scroll over, maybe zoom in a little bit so we can see where this crosses. So 26 is the correct answer. So x would be equal to 26 here. Make sure you understand how to use that calculator. All right, y'all, that's it. Just practice, practice, practice. Reach out to me if you have any questions.